of a prelim they ran earlier this afternoon, and Danielle Williams of Jamaica, who will be headed back to Paris, will headline this field running on a lane 5.
Well, at different conditions for these athletes here. When they ran the earlier heat, it was really sunny out. Here we are a couple hours later. It's cooled down just a little bit. I think the winds have switched just a little bit, but look at that calm, cool demeanor by Danielle Williams as she makes her way down the 100-meter straight into the blocks. It's kind of interesting, though, to run against the same group that you ran against in the preliminary race. We'll see if anybody makes any adjustments. Christina Clemons had a tremendous run in the prelim, called qualifying the prelim. And Denisha Cartwright, she got an outstanding start, but Danielle Williams ran her down. And we'll see if Danielle Williams can run any quicker.
And you know that Alacia Johnson, who ran the flat 100, will be watching closely because she will battle with Danielle Williams at the Paris Games. This event is going to be so much fun to watch, Dan, and it has been so much fun at the last few World Championships. Think about Toby Amusan. You look at the performances by Masai Russell, by Akira Nugent, who's here tonight. I am so interested to see what happens in this event in Paris because there have been fireworks every single time the world's best have taken the track here in this field.
Well, and a different group for the U.S. than we've seen in the past. Nia Ali not there. Kenny Harrison not there this year on the Olympic team, but Masai Russell, what a breakthrough!
Amazing.
Oh, absolutely amazing. And you know, I was in that stadium. I was in Eugene Stadium when Toby Amusan broke the world record in the semifinals in the World Championships, and everybody thought it was a mistake. But then all of a sudden, you know, here we come around another year and a half. 12.5 or 12.6 is a pretty common run. When that was winning diamond, you got to run 12.3. You got to run high 12.20. It's just absolutely bananas, and everybody's like, well, what is it? The shoes, the track? It's like, hey, you know what? Everybody's, you know, I think, you know, when I was coming up, the goal was to make an Olympic team and try to win a medal. You know, but now everybody's making a career of making Olympic teams. You know, not one, not two, but three, and they're having longer careers. They're figuring out how to take better care of their bodies, and when you stay in the sport just a little bit longer, you're just going to get that much better at it. So, but this is going to be an interesting young group of Americans that are going to be battling out against a lot of championship-tested athletes in the women's 100-meter hurdles.
4 Paris Olympians on the track in the women's 100-meter hurdles final. Miriam Abdul-Rashid of Canada, Denisha Cartwright of the Bahamas in 4, Danielle Williams of Jamaica in 5, and Charisma Taylor of the Bahamas, who finished her career as well at the University of Tennessee. The Lady Vol will be on the outside in lane 8. 4 of these athletes have run personal bests this year, including the 34-year-old Christina Clemons, who you mentioned, 7th at the Olympic trials, who equaled her personal best this year into a headwind in Gainesville, where the American Track League will be this time next week. A very fast facility, of course, down there on the campus of the University of Florida. But we'll worry about that next Friday night. Right now, it is the conclusion, the final fireworks, and the final gun of the night as Danielle Williams headlines this elite women's 100-meter hurdle final.
Well, she had to come from behind, about 4th position, about halfway through that preliminary race, and she was able to come from behind and take the win.
And they're off once again. Denisha Cartwright, the quickest out of the blocks once again, with Danielle Williams right to her outside. In lane 6, Christina Clemons with the lead, and Christina Clemons is going to take this one. The American, 12:61. Ahead of Cartwright in 12:73. Williams third in 12:81.
Well, we talk about making adjustments. What kind of adjustments was Christina Clemons going to make? What kind of adjustments would Danielle Williams make? Let's take a look at the start. I think Danielle Williams got a better start, but she just was not as clean in the middle of the race. But there's Denisha Cartwright. Any race she's in, she's going to be out front. When the gun goes off, she just has a knack for getting into to the lead. Take a look at that athlete, second from the right, the Minnesota State uniform, the yellow on the top with the purple on the bottom. Start for her, and Christina Clemons, a tremendous start for her, and Aaliyah Armstrong not far behind, but this is the point in the race where Danielle Williams really started to make a move in the preliminaries, but Christina Clemons just too much space, too much room on the field, and Denisha Cartwright, she would finish second, and to take down the world champ has got to feel good.
12:61, the fastest time out of our 2 races that these athletes had at 100-meter hurdles tonight. Clemons takes the win over a star-studded group of hurdlers here in Memphis, Tennessee.